centenarian,
elderly, geriatric,
cycle,
cardiovascular,
vigorous, supple, integral, commentary,
expectation,
honour,
onerous,
Module 3, Unit 7, 7.1, page 56, Exercise 2.
As part of the research I'm doing for a magazine commentary, I'm writing about the lives of the elderly. I've travelled all over the world and talked to some incredible people. I started in Mexico, where I met the world's oldest married couple, Alberto and his wife Maria Lopez Garcia. Alberto, a centenarian, is 100, and Maria is 99 years old. They have been married for 86 years and have 3 sons and 3 daughters, with the oldest 81 years old. They even have a granddaughter who is herself a grandmother. Alberto married Maria at the age of 13. One of their sons told me that his parents had spent every day of their lives together since the day they got married. He said they had always had a good social life and had kept in regular touch with their family, friends and neighbours. I asked their son what the secret of their long life was. He said he was not sure, but suggested that it might be their very simple way of life. Apparently, they eat corn and soup for every meal. He added that they had both been involved in farming for most of their lives. In other words, they had regular exercise. After that, I travelled to the south of India, where I met Sunil Narayanan, who is 102 years old. Even now, Sunil still works for 6 hours every day in the family shop. It's not onerous work, just a little lifting and carrying. But most importantly, it keeps him busy and gives him a chance to talk to lots of people. He knows his customers' names and says they are all close friends. Sunil told me that he had got married when he was 12 years old. I asked him whether he remembered his wedding day. He described in detail what he and his bride had worn that day and told me that after they were married, they had both gone back to school to finish their studies. Sunil said that he had spent most of his life working as a fisherman. I asked him if he had enjoyed his long life. He said with a smile that he'd enjoyed every single day of it and hoped that he'd live for another 102 years. Finally, I went to China, where I met the 100-year-old Mei Chin. She told me that her husband had died 20 years ago, but said she was never lonely as she had 110 children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. Mrs. Chin said that she had never done paid work, but she was a compassionate woman and had spent all her life looking after the younger and older members of her family. She said she still gets up every morning at 6 o'clock and cycles to the nearby village to buy food for the day.